Do you ever feel guilty for complaining about your job? Welcome to the best ever quarantine show. The show where I interview a sidekick from the past, talk about our time working together, ask them your audience questions, and learn about how they're dealing with the current pandemic that's affecting all of us right now. Today's special guest is Trevor James. You might know him as the Ranger of Food.
Trevor James, aka the Food Ranger, is a Canadian-born food and travel vlogger, currently based in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and his YouTube channel now boasts an international audience of over 4 million. He and his wife Ting are a two-person team on a mission to dive deep into the unique street food cultures of different countries around the world.
Let's talk to him. In 6 minutes. Okay. We can cut. Action! All right, no, I'm just kidding. So how are you doing right now?
Good, man. How are you?
We've been under an unofficial lockdown for about a couple weeks now. I can still go out, but there's just nothing to do. Nothing's open, all the restaurants are closed.
Similar here in Malaysia. I guess it's pretty much locked down though. Like, you can't go out unless for groceries, which is smart. We've just been indoors, but we're making the most of it, staying positive, eating and cooking and just hanging out, trying to, just stay positive and get through it.
I wanted to actually jump into how we met each other and how we even know each other. We actually have collabed before. A lot of people don't realize that.
Well, this is essentially the balut of quail eggs.
Maybe almost 3 years ago now, yeah.
Right. I actually have the message. So this is around the time I think I had 50 to 60,000 subscribers and you had around 600,000, 700,000 subscribers. I said, I'll shamelessly tell you that I hope we can collab one day. I also have a food travel channel currently residing in Vietnam. Anyways, I'll wait till I blow up more before I actually ask you. Keep crushing it.
Oh wow, yeah, I remember that. And then what happened? You've got the rest of the story?
You said, hey Sonny, just checked out your channel. Nice stuff, man. Let's do it. I'm coming to Vietnam in July. I was like, no way. He's just agreed already to collab. And that was without really knowing anything. I just wrote like a paragraph to you. So I was curious, like what made you wanna collab?
Yeah, the way you wrote it, and also I love meeting people and your content was awesome. We met up and it was a great episode.
Yeah, that episode has now over 6 million views. Even later on in that conversation on Facebook, you gave me a bunch of different tips on my channel and on titles and on thumbnails. You remember the food we tried?
Yeah, man. The coconut worms.
Pretty memorable.
That was a crazy episode. Those worms were spicy.
I think you did a pretty good job. And you didn't even give it a 0. You gave it like a 2, I think.
Well, I mean, it wasn't bad. It's a spicy snack that's extreme.
Oh yeah, we also had the quail egg balut.
Yes, that was also extreme. But I feel like balut, it just looks like it, but it's not actually that crazy. It tastes like an egg.
For me, it's been good to know people who do a similar type of job. As far as the public is concerned, we have amazing jobs and we should never complain. But we also have unique problems, whether it's around visas or burnout or dealing with culture shock being in new countries. Unique problems that we can kind of help each other out with. Do you ever feel guilty for complaining about your job?
I love what we do and I love meeting people around the world, but you're right, there are some unique challenges. Sometimes it's not as exciting as it looks on the camera, but for the most part, yeah, I try to stay positive. Creating a unique piece of content or two every week that entertains people is challenging, but it's what drives us.
As far as kind of keeping excitement when you're shooting, from the very first 10 videos to the most recent 10 videos, are you still equally as pumped about what you're doing?
That feeling is exhilarating and incredible, and that happened when we were growing in the first couple years up to our first 1 million subscribers. That feeling I think will be hard to replace. But that being said, I think the goal is to find inspiration and stay pumped to keep that feeling going, because we want to enjoy life and creating content, and it shows in the videos.
I've done a couple videos here and there where I was like, oh, I hate this. I was in Hoi An in central Vietnam, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna review tourist restaurants, and we're gonna go to the most famous tourist restaurants, and I'll order the food and I'll talk about it. And by the end of the day, I was like, please, God, that sucked.
The food sucked or the content?
Just like, I felt like there's no story.
Yeah.
Just being at a table, eating delicious food, and then that's all there is. There's no story behind it. I found it incredibly boring. As a filmmaker, you're trying to make something that's entertaining at the end of the day. What do you think makes an interesting video for Food Ranger?
I really like to include locals and show our audience how friendly people are around the world. And I do that wherever we go.
With your approach, I would say if someone's gonna travel to a country, watching one of your videos makes it very immersive. I could get a sense very easily of what it would be like to be there.
You put your finger on it right there. That's movement is really important in filmmaking, and not only movement through walking through the streets, but just to keep the scene moving and to show some action, to show them more of the country, right?
I've got a few questions here. The first one, you might know this gentleman, at Monkey Abroad.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
This is a good question, I like this. He
That's
goes,
Kevin Cook.
yep, Kevin Cook. He says, I know that Trevor doesn't smoke or drink, at least not much, but curious if he has any other vices.
Noodles, man.
Noodles.
Yeah, I eat so many noodles and I love them too much. I feel like I make all my life decisions based on noodles.
Well, you were doing a world noodle tour.
Yeah, we were before this all happened. I moved to Chengdu, China in Sichuan because of the spicy dan dan noodles and the zhajiang noodles.
I mean, for me, I love beer, Jack Daniels, stuffed crust pizza from Pizza Hut. It's an ongoing challenge for me. Emmanuel Pham says, is this a full-time job for both of you guys? For me, it wouldn't be possible to be doing what I'm doing unless it was full-time. Trevor, is this a full-time job for you?
Happily, it is. We fought many years to make it so, and we're lucky to be able to do it the way we do, full-time. From the beginning, I remember just, telling my family and friends that I would do it if there was no money, and that was always my dream, to be able to travel and to see the world. And now that we've achieved it, it's, I'm really still thankful that we can do that. It's a little different now because we are more serious about it. Like you said, it's a full-time job, so there's a little bit less time to see the pyramids or, go on a hot air balloon ride. And I mean, the food is incredible, and that's what we're traveling for. That's the #1 priority. But when we were in Egypt, we were just in creation mode. And then we had a couple hours one day and we're like, okay, let's go. But we had to go really quickly,
Yeah, I know that feeling. I saw Angkor Wat for about 45 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's a good takeaway. What is the rush for? Have more time to take it all in.
I think after the virus passes, we're gonna do that more. We're gonna go to Africa and we're gonna see the animals, go on a safari. If we go to Indonesia again, we'll go surfing. Try to live the life that it looks like we're living a little more.
That's a great way of putting it. I mean, but that's the job as a filmmaker. I still love doing it though. I love the work of a filmmaker and of a director.
Don't think, just chew.
That's the gig. Get the shots to create that feeling.
Yeah, it is.
Talking about feeling fortunate about being able to do this full time, when was that moment where you crossed the threshold of, okay, you know what? I'm making enough money. I can support myself by putting up videos, and I think I can grow this and just do it full time and quit culinary school or whatever else you were doing at that time. What was that feeling like for you?
That was the best feeling, man. I dropped out of a master's degree and then I dropped out of culinary school. I remember one day talking with Ting and saying like, you know what? I don't want a plan B right now, because if we have a plan B, we won't go 100%. We are gonna do this and we're gonna make it big.
All of us food reviewers out there, we have a different style to the way we eat and react to the food, different yummy faces we make, different sounds that we make. For some reason, people seem to be enamored with your enthusiasm about the food. Why do you think people are so obsessed with your food reactions?
I've felt kind of self-conscious about it before, to be honest. At the end of the day, I'm just trying to be natural, and when I'm eating a good meal, I do go like, I think people want to taste the food through the camera, and I want to share with them how good it is.
Even making a sound when you're eating something, it's nonverbal communication. People might think like, oh, is he making those sounds at home? No, the point is that you're communicating to an audience or to the chef sometimes that something is really good or really delicious.
To show that it's delicious, yeah. And our goal is to find good food. We've researched and we've been and we've tasted sometimes before. So it's usually good food that we showcase.
Yeah, I think that's a fair point. Like, that is the show. You're showing people the greatest food from around the world.
Yeah.
there's a good chance it's gonna taste good. I wanna ask you about the rating scale. A lot of people have asked me to do a rating scale, but it just doesn't really suit me. What made you wanna do the rating scale in the beginning?
I think it's another way to portray how delicious the food is. Another way to share with people and get them feeling the flavor through the screen. When there's a 10 that pops up, they can go, wow, it must be really good.
Yeah, keeping people curious. Okay, what's this rating gonna be?
And if it's bad, it's usually because sometimes we like to just wing it and go true food ranging, you know, and just walk down the street and try stuff. And right now, most of our episodes are kind of a mixture of food ranging and research ranging.
Next question, Trevor James, Mr. Ranger. You are known for going very deep. What is the deepest you have ever gone?
When you're truly food ranging and you have no idea where you are, 2017, we took the train all the way from Chengdu to the border of Pakistan and had some incredible Uyghur cuisine. We've had a few journeys like that where it's all truly local food and there's no reviews online, there's no research. Basically, you're just eating in little family homes and little restaurants. That is what got me into it in the first place.
Right.
Going deep.
Right, going to the places that are not on any travel show. We have one final question that I think can wrap up everything for today. From Foodie's Mama, Z Jr. What is the first thing you want to do after all of this is over?
Eat tons of local food. We moved to Malaysia and we haven't had a huge chance to explore. But once it's fully open, I think we'll go out, get some local food. Right now we're cooking everything. International travel will take a while to kick back up again, so I think we'll go on a Malaysian adventure.
I think the same. Step one would be getting freedom to the countries that we reside in. One day we'll look back on it and be like, oh yeah, I remember that 6 months. That
It
sucked.
was just a little blip in time. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, if it's a few months or half a year, it's really nothing. Open the windows, get some fresh air, take some deep breaths, read a book. We've got a map here on the wall and we've been just planning out where to go and dreaming of trips and once it's all over, we'll start traveling again.
Trevor, thank you so much for your time. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you, that was good to chat.
Yeah, I hope you and Ting are both doing well. Tell Ting I said hello.
Okay.
And
Thank you, buddy. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you so much, man. I think we can cut. Let's cut the camera. I don't have a good ending for the show. Hey guys, want to contribute to a great cause and at the same time cause me great pain? Now's your chance. Let me explain. On May 16th, I will be taking on a one-man, all-day Coronathon. For every $1 donated to our GoFundMe, I will row 5 meters, or 16 feet. Best Ever Food Review Show is throwing in the first $5,000, but our goal is to raise $20,000. $20,000 means me rowing 100 kilometers. That's 62 miles. That's like rowing 2 marathons, then rowing another 10 miles for no reason. That's like rowing from Earth to outer space, a distance that'll likely take 10 to 12 hours to complete. If we raise more money, I'll keep on rowing. It's gonna suck, but it's for a good cause. 100% of the money raised will go to 4 local Vietnamese charities who are helping folks affected by the COVID-19 outbreak. So give some money, watch me suffer, and feel good about yourself at the same time. Donate now at our GoFundMe link below. Water break.